Hello everyone, Michael here. I'm going to show you how to use the collection tool now. So the collection tool is, as I said in our video, the tool you use to prepare your adventures. So very simple. Let's click on New Collection. I have nothing right now. I don't have any idea of any adventure I will be doing, so it's just to show you how it works. But once you saw this video, you will know everything. So we have three different panels. On the right, we have music, sound effects, and players. Players is for later, when we invite players to listen to the audio. We will not look at that right now. At the center, we have the actual collection. We have this element that explains to you how to do everything, but you are watching this video who does the same job. That does the same job. On the left panel, you have the different blocks. We don't have any blocks for the moment. It's empty. And we have the search feature. The search feature will be is entirely explained in another video, but we will use it here anyway. And at the top, we have My Files and Untitled Collection. So what I will do is I'm going to show you the options. I can rename it, make it public. For the moment, it's private. By default, it's private. We can change the thumbnail. We can also start creating from here a new music playlist or new SFX playlist. We can duplicate it or delete it. And we can insert a few things, but we can do that on the left panel as well. We can invite players. We can also do it here. Go to the help section. We will not do it. What I will do right now is just to rename it My Adventure. Okay, it's called My Adventure. I will change the thumbnail. We have so many different thumbnails. They're not made by AI. They're made by real artists. It's necessary to say it right now. I'm going to choose this one. It's funny. Okay. So we have a nice thumbnail. We have a nice name. We don't have any adventure for the moment. We will start with a new block. What is a block? A block is an element. It's an element in which you can write text. You can add ambiences, music, sound effect. We will just create one. We will call it the start. And this is where everything begins. Okay. And this is a typical block. You can select the text, and you see we have rich text editing. So you can change it in a header. You can put it in bold, italic, and so on. You can do bullet points. You can add a link as well, and so on. Now we can add ambiences, sound effects, music, anything we want. Let's start with an ambience. It's the start. Where do our players start? They will start. I'm really not original. They start in the forest, okay? Yeah, it could be worse. It could have been a tavern. So I want an ancient forest. You see the ambience pops here. Also, I want the Beastlands one, campfire in jungle. I can add as many as I want. I can simply click on them to have them playing. And you should hear it. I can reduce the volume, and it remembers the volume. So if I stop it, as you can see, we have a fade off and a fade in, and it remembers the volume. I can also get rid of it. If I don't want Beastlands, I can delete the Beastlands, and that's how it works. Okay, I don't want that. You can also be on you click on the bottom element, or you can also change the volume. I will show you that later. So I can do the same with sound effects. I don't show you the search feature in details. It's going to be another video. I want, let's say, acids word hit, just to show you a few elements here. And music, and I can add a few songs. But for music, generally, I use the playlist feature on the right. You know what? I'm going to show you the playlist in just 1 or 2 elements. So I'm in My Files featured. I want something about forest. Here, forest. I just click. It adds the whole playlist to my collection. I can leave that, and at any time I can click on all different playlists that I selected, and just here we are. I have all the songs prepared, ready to be played. Anyway, what is interesting to us is are the blocks. The blocks are on the left, as I showed you. I can click here to add a new block, or I can click here as well, or I can also search. And if I click search, I have all the different songs, sound effects, music, and ambiences, and yeah, and also the different text box that we have. That's very interesting. I'm going to use the billiards hall here, and we have directly the description from dScryb that you know. I want a few others. I'm going to just randomly select a few one to show you how it works. Does not matter. I go back to blocks. So I have my different blocks. As you can see, I can click on ambiences. I can add ambiences where I want, sound effects, music. There. As you can see, you have this element here. If you click on that, you will be the only one to hear it in case you invited players to your room. So it's like a secret listen so you don't spoil your players about what you will be what you will send their way. By example, if you want to trigger a trap or something like that, but you want to hear it beforehand. Okay, so what do we have here? We have different elements. I want to organize them. Everything depends on the billiard hole. So I'm just do like this, and we have sub-elements here, children. I can hide that. Another cool thing is I can select this start here. I can click there. You can see block link copied. And I can just paste that somewhere. By example, in my notes, if I don't want to use Opus as a note-taking app, I can just have that, and it's there's an anchor which means it will directly move your camera to the element. So if I take let's say the anchor here, and I open that from the link, it will move the camera directly on date night at the tavern. And what do we have beside that? You can move or duplicate blocks, and oh yes, of course, the bottom element. So we have 4 different volumes. Right now I don't have a song playing, does not matter. I can loop a song, I can skip the next one, it will just move the next one in the playlist here. And only the music playlist. For sound effects, it's you don't have that here. You have ambiences, music, and sound effects is different. Music is with instruments. Ambiences are the atmospheric sound that you hear. They don't have music most of the time. It's very rare. A few have, but they're very special. And sound effects is there are explosions, people opening doors, attacks, and so on. We have thousands of them. Yep. And so they have these icons. This is the sound for your audio only. If you play a remote and you're the DM, you don't want to hear the audio, let's say, you can mute it, or you can have it very discreet, or full volume. Here it will not affect your players. Here we have the ambiences, the music, and the sound effect. And we have these buttons here. If you click there, it will stop all sound effects from playing, all music, and all ambiences. About sound effects, it also affects the sound effects played by your players. Because on Opus, players can also play sound effects. We are the only tool that allows that from any TTRPG audio tool. We are very proud of it. It works super well. It has a lot of immersion to your players. I fully recommend it. And so the last element, speaking about players, you can click on invite here, copy link, and you just send the link to your players. And they join your room, and then they appear here as players. You can mute them if you don't want them to spam the fart sounds. You can, and you see them here, and you can kick them if need be, and so on. Okay, thanks for watching.